La Española. I try to picture three boats, La Pinta, La Niña y La Santa Maria. Tres barcos full of white men ready to rid my land of its riches and my people of their land. Taínos, friendly waving, welcoming the conquistadores, not knowing their existence will cease. Taínos, are they really my ancestors? I mean, Mr. Colon and his men wiped out the whole Taíno population in the island. So are my ancestors the exploited black slaves brought to the island to work the sugar fields? Or do I come from white European murderers? The history of mi isla is a rich one. There is so much I could tell you today about what has happened in such a small, beautiful place. But the one thing you need to know to understand my story has to do with Trujillo, who was put in power by the United States and who decided that it was necessary to widen the race by committing genocide against the Haitian population who lived in our side of the island. Because, black is bad, white is good, dique. It's funny how in middle school in DR, I never learned about this. Por lo menos, I don't remember have studied this. But then again, memory's a tricky thing. Anyways, my grandfather was a follower of Balaguer, who was pana full with Trujillo. ¿Por qué? Yo no entiendo who would want to be tied with him. Let me tell you about us, los Luciano Beltré. Mommy's mom was very light-skinned and the only one with kind of turquoise eyes. Almost everyone from my mother's side of the family, including Mommy, are very light-skinned. I think there are only 5 or 6 of us que somos más morenos. From my dad's side is the same. All of my brothers are way lighter than me, including Papi. I never met mi abuelos from Papi's side, but mi abuelo Armeilio, Mommy's father, was darker than me. Apparently, we get our brownness from him. I don't remember at what age I first heard this whole aclarar la raza business. I think I heard it around the house, Mommy talking to Tia Alba, because Abuelo loved Tia Morena's husband, who was very dark, and I guess they found that weird. I remember Mommy saying how Abuelo always told them que they had to marry lighter-skinned men in order to aclarar la raza, whitening the race. So I always wonder, why did he like Tia Morena's husband? I mean, he was darker than Abuelo. As a child, I never questioned Abuelo's thought on whitening our family. All I knew was that since I was darker than most of my family, mi deber como nieta was then to marry a lighter man. Everyone, and when I say everyone, I mean todo el mundo around me was lighter than me, except for Abuelo and tu primos. From family members to friends, everyone was fairly light. Why is everyone lighter than me? Why is my own mom lighter than me? Abuela has green eyes, for God's sake. ¿Y yo? ¿Por qué soy diferente? I don't remember at what age I started asking Mommy, why am I darker than everyone in the family? Her response, porque te dejamos en el horno por mucho tiempo, because we left you in the oven for too long. Walk away. It doesn't make sense, but walk away. Walk around with an umbrella. Hide from the sun? But I love to play outside. I love the beach and the pool, but the more sun you get, the darker you get. So what do? Forget about it. For now. Spent a week at a resort hotel, beach and pool all day. Yay! But wait, I got darker. It's okay, give it a couple of days of no exposure to the sun and you'll get lighter. I stopped asking why I was darker, never got a real answer. For a long time, didn't think about it, didn't care. Father came to meet me for the first time at the age of 9. Who cares? Picture with all of my nephews, nieces, and brothers. Spot the dark one. Well, me, Aymee, of course. The day before, I was at the beach and wouldn't get out of the water. I didn't care then until someone pointed out that I was the darker in the picture. What the hell is the problem with being dark? Then, I even believed there was something wrong. Ideologies placed in your head since you are born. ¿Qué se puede hacer? Nueva York, yo me voy pa' Nueva York. So I moved to New York. Not much to say about New York in 2003, but Rhode Island in the coming years. Again, the dark one. I remember looking at a picture from high school. I had just come back from DR, beaching and being outside. In DR, there is no way that you won't get exposed to the sun. So all you saw was a couple of light-skinned Latinas and a dark-skinned Dominicana in the back. I was about 14, 15 years old. ¿Qué sabía yo about my her stories and my roots, besides that I was Dominican? As a teenager, I never embraced the beauty of my skin. Haitiana, my ex-boyfriend used to call me. Sí, porque I am darker than him. It's not like he used it in a good way, but then I didn't care, because I didn't know what I know now. During my college experience, I was able to go to Cuba, and obviously, I was exposed to the sun like crazy. I came back darker than ever. You think you know my reaction? I loved my tan. Beautiful bronzed brown skin. It took me till college to embrace the beautifulness of my brown skin. Learning la historia de mi isla, learning what colonization did to my people, not only physically but mentally, ideology. Learning my mestizaje, learning the struggle of my brown people, learning that brown, black is beautiful. Education goes a long way, porque si no fuera por esta educación, I don't know if I would have ever embraced my skin complexion. Ideologies come a long way too. Now I realize that the sentiment on piel negra en mi isla and mi abuelo's desires to aclarar la raza influenced the way I saw myself as a brown female. If you ask many Dominicans in the island if they have African descent, even though they might have dark skin, they would deny it. Me, I've learned to embrace it proudly. I'm glad mommy left me in the oven for so long because now I look back and wonder, why did I ever want to be white? I have one of the most beautiful gifts, my skin. No matter what anyone else says, I am a beautiful brown woman. And who are my ancestors? All I could tell you is, yo tengo African descent. Yo soy the essence of Taínos. Yo soy Afro-Latina.